What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's having a good morning. We in the building with it. Let's get it. Let's hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Shout out to Mr. Fish 82, the buzzer beater. Shout out to Michael Lockhart, Cajun Cowboy, Miss Etta Lockhart in the building, Brian Kite, Patrice Langford, Jameson Taylor, Calvin Hicks, Sugar Daddy Williams, Micah Archery, ACM Sports, Mr. 1K in the building, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy. Mr. 1K in the building, what's happening with you, sir? Shout out to Miss Regina Green with the green. Shout out to DP Johnson in the building, Willie T, Scott Ricks, Bruce got the toxic juice, Melinda Dunn, Cowboy Brian in the building, Damn Dizzle, what's happening? I hope everybody's doing great this morning. Let's get it. Yes, sir. We've been hearing some good news, good rumblings out here. Good news, good rumblings. Let's go. Let's get it. And you know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure these haters are doing exactly what they was put on God's green earth to do. And that is hate, man. So you already know how we get down. Let's get it. Make sure you hit that like and share. Let's go. Yeah. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's get it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey, I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that would make them hate, that would make them hate. Hey, and we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, that would make them hate, that would make them hate. Hey,
we gotta make sure they on
K and they just in the way.
We just gotta make sure them boys on their job. You understand me? You know, we gotta make sure them haters busy. Now, you might think you at school or even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make sure y'all let me know. Give me a 1 if everything sounds lovely. You know, I'm a little busy these days. My son going to football camp every day. I gotta pick him up. You know, I got a busy day. I'm a big time father out here.
Trap.
So, you know, it'll be a little busier these days, but hopefully we off to a good start. But shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to Miss Gina L. Chase. You already know we got that fried bologna in there for you. You know that.
Trap.
You already know that. But is that a bird? Is it a plane? What is it? Oh. It's just the various news, of course. That's all it is. Don't pay it no mind. Now, we've been hearing some interesting count notes, interesting tidbits from this account. But first and foremost, do not forget, mark your calendar, set an alarm. We will have Cavante Turpin in the building tonight at 9 o'clock. Let's go.
Trap.
Go ahead and set you a time on that thing. Make sure y'all show up and show out and show Turbo Turpin some love, man, because we will. I got some great questions for him. I know ATM them coming with it. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. I'm very excited to interview the young man, Cavante Turpin. But in camp, there'll be some interesting tidbits coming out, you know what I'm saying, about some people that we've been having questions about. You understand? We've been having questions about these young men. Per Michael Gelkin, shout out to him on Twitter during the 2-minute end of game situation for second team. Jabrill Cox broke up an end zone pass, set up 4th and goal. Teammates caused a brief delay when crowding Cox in celebration. They became louder when on 4th down, Cox broke up another easy pass to win the game, man.
Trap.
And I think that's exceptional for Mr. Jabril Cox. I feel like that's the type of news he been needing. So, you know, of course, I was very high on Jabril coming in, especially last year. I had a pretty successful video that I made about him when he did get his opportunities year before last. But I cannot wait to see him come back into full form. Now, shout out to Boss Cowboy Sports and them over there on the Final Word. They had some interesting questions to ask Mr. Brian Broaddus. That might have been the show of the year, man. Shout out to them boys over there. That was very dope. So they asked Brian Broaddus what was the deal with Jabrill Cox. I tried to chop it up, but I ain't have enough time, so y'all forgive me. But I just referenced the show. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. Boss Cowboy Sports, they had Brian Broaddus on there. But they asked Mr. Brian Broaddus, they asked him, they said, what was the problem with getting Jabrill Cox on the field? And it ended up sounding like that basically Brian Broaddus said that the front office didn't feel like they was good enough. So the front office didn't feel like Jabril was just playing good enough football at the time. So that was kind of interesting to hear that coming from Brian Broaddus. But at the same time, he went on to say that it seemed like he'll take one step forward and two steps back every time he got his opportunity. And, you know, he was coming back from that injury. But it looks like now we got to hope that Jabril is not only trending in the right direction, that he is taking a full step forward in the right direction. Because I'm sure they seen flashes. You don't have a player with this level of talent and don't see any flashes from him. I just don't see that happening. So now you got to go a little more in depth and see what's really the problem, what's really making him be held back from being on the field. So when you think about that, it's obvious that it's just some check marks that he's not hitting according to the coaching staff. They don't see what they want to see from the player. We understand that he didn't forget how to play football when he got in Dallas. And now he's actually all the way healthy, according to Mike McCarthy as well. I got a clip on him talking about Jabril too. But now I think he's got it all together to where he's all the way healthy. He's got enough knowledge to understand what's going on. So now this is his foul shot, man. So we finna see if Jabrill Cox can actually turn up to the level that he demands some respect on his field. Now you got some stiff competition coming in the room with DeMarvion Overshown out of Texas coming in there. And then you got Devin Harper coming down the pipeline. You got a lot of interesting linebacker prospects that can be competition for him. So this, if you want to step up any year, Jabril, this year is the year for you, sir. It's getting real grim. So I need to see some improvement from Mr. Jabrill Cox. Trap. So let's move on a little bit. Just move on a little bit. Okay. Now, per Michael Gelkin, Cowboys' second-year wide receiver Jaylen Tolbert is playing much faster. Evident he is thinking less, has better handle on what is being asked of him across all wide receiver positions. Caught multiple touchdowns during a red zone 7-on-7 period, man. Trap. I don't know if y'all heard that correctly, but he said multiple. Not one, not two, multiple. My boy Jaylen Tolbert is stepping up, man. I'm telling y'all. Hey, and I was the one saying I'm bullish on the young man. You know, that's not an easy thing to say after what he showed in the first year or, you know, the limited opportunities he got. I'm very bullish on this young man. I told you when I did the evaluation of the kid, he had all the physical attributes. He getting off the line. He exploding off the line of scrimmage. He can catch the ball. He high pointing the ball. And he got enough speed to get open. And it seems like he can run the routes pretty good too, especially for a young player. We seen all of these things when you put him down to a vanilla role like on Cowboys night. That's when you seen him really get into his bag. That's when you seen Jaylen Tolbert really shine. When all they did on Cowboys night is just tell him, hey, run a slant, run a dig, run a out. When you do it simple like that for a player like him, because he wasn't aware of everything he needed to be aware of at the position at the time. Once you simplify it and just tell him, hey, go, Jaylen was going to shine in that area. Now he got a year under his belt. Now he learned everything he needed to learn. He done went up under the wings of all these wide receivers. So now he really can understand exactly what is asked of him and just execute. Like he said on the interview when we had him on the show, What did he say? I don't have to think about 20 different things anymore.
Trap.
Y'all remember that? The young man said, I don't have to think about 20 different things just coming off the line of scrimmage anymore. And I could tell you, from being a young wide receiver, it's a lot of things you shouldn't have that many things to think about. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. The normal things that a normal wide receiver have to think about is when they line up, when they break the huddle. Most of the times, I can't speak on like super high levels, but from my experience, when the quarterback called a play in the huddle, most of the time the wide receiver would listen for the last number. That's our number. It might be like 6 or 9 or something. So we'll listen to our last number, break the huddle, check with the referee. Hey ref, am I on sides? Once you do that, you run your route and you look for the ball. This is simple when it comes to wide receivers. But when you on that option route scheme, when you running this man in 3-4 different spots, and he got to understand how to read coverages and read defenses like he a quarterback or something. That's what really muddies the water and kind of clouds his judgment. That's what got the boy nervous and don't even know how he can stay on sides. And you know what I'm saying? This boy eyes was big as a quarter when he came out the line because he don't understand what's going on. Y'all give me a second real quick. I don't know what's going on. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all forgive me. It is the summertime. I had a slight tap on my door. Y'all forgive me. But let's see. But I think Jaylen Tolbert is finna excel right now with the role they gave him now. It's gonna be way more simple. And I seen Patrick Walker say that he was targeted a whole lot. So shout out to Patrick No-C Walker. Absolutely. I feel like this boy finna take off. And everybody's saying the same thing. It's pretty uniform across everybody we ask. It seems like he's ready to go. Okay, this is where it is. Yeah. Patrick No-C Walker says Jaylen Tolbert had a really good day. One that included more than one red zone touchdown, targeted heavily, man. That's big for the young man. Trap. That's big for the young man. Targeted heavily. So that means he's getting the separation. That means he's getting open. That means he's showing Dak exactly what he needs to show Dak. So I love it, man. I absolutely love it. What DP said, we got DPS saying a good comment as usual. What'd he say? As a former quarterback, I don't want you thinking about nothing but lining up and running your best route. Quarterback job is to figure out the rest. Absolutely. Trap. Absolutely, DP. That's exactly what I just expressed. Because, like I said, as a former wide receiver, my main focus is beating this dude in front of me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really focus to beat the dude in front of you. Because sometimes maybe you're not just light years ahead of this DB in front of you. Sometimes you might just be just barely good enough. So just imagine if Jaylen Tolbert was a 6 and the DB was a 5, what's going to give him the real separation? Him knowing his plays, him knowing where he going real quickly. If you don't know where you going, the DB don't know where you going, y'all pretty much on the even playing field, ain't it? Trap. You don't know where you going and he don't know where you going either. Like, y'all pretty much on an even playing field. So that's not the way you want to help out your young players. You want to give them the advantage. You don't want to like even the odds. You want to give your player an advantage. And I feel like you can't do that when you overcomplicating the scheme. So I'm telling you right now, man, I think this offense finna go left. Now, referencing back to the Boss Cowboy Sports interview with Brian Broaddus yesterday, or last night that was, or night before last. I'm not sure. It was one of them nights. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. But Brian Broaddus did give me a cause for concern because he did say that it's a lot of turnover on the offensive side of the ball. So we got a new O-line coach. We got a new offensive coordinator. We got a new play caller. We got a new this, new that, new quarterback coach. So it's a whole lot of people that's turning over, a lot of new people. So hopefully they can get everything together. This is the time where you get everything together in the offseason. So that was a good point by Brian Broaddus saying that it's a lot of turnover. But I am confident in my quarterback and the players that we have to be able to get this together pretty quickly. And like they said, they are not balling up the old offense and reinventing it. They are just adding on and fine-tuning it. Very detailed, determined fix, like Jaylen Tolbert said. A detailed, determined fix. So it's not going to be a redo. It's going to be a reevaluation of the offense, and it's going to be fine-tuned. So I'm confident in what we can get together, what Mike McCarthy and his staff can put together on the offense, especially when you're not starting from a 0 point. You starting from like a 75 point, because you already was good last year. You just wasn't good enough in certain situations. That's the point right there. You was good last year. You just weren't good enough in certain situations. So I feel like that's where Mike McCarthy should shine it. According to me, I think that's where he'll shine it. That'll be the big difference that you'll see in his offense, far as situational football. But I'm proud to hear Jaylen Tolbert stepping up so far. Per Michael Gelkin, again, he says Cowboys set up an in-game 2-minute drill late in practice. For its first handful of reps, Dak Prescott directed traffic with youth at wide receiver. Jaylen Tolbert, Kavontae Turpin, yes sir, and Simi Fehoko. Good stress test alignment responsibilities. Tight end Jake Ferguson capped series with a touchdown, man. Now that's some good positive news we can hear from our tight ends, because it's been a little grim as of late, ain't it? Tight end news been a little seldom, ain't it, y'all? Like, we've been a little concerned with the tight ends. I went to concern. Did we hear bad news about Ferguson too? I know we heard bad news about Payton, and we heard bad news about Schoonmaker because he ain't on the field. But I don't remember them saying too much. Now, then they say they had a miscommunication or something. They did. They said something bad about him too, so excuse me. I'm really, really hoping that they get that under control. That's another part of the turnover that Brian Broaddus was talking about, with new tight ends in the building as well. So, man, I think that's gonna be something to keep your eye on if you're concerned about anything. The tight ends and, getting the offense all under one accord. I think that'll be something that could possibly hinder us, and we need to pay attention to. Chata said, y'all, it's just practice. It's supposed to be messed ups. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We just taking notes. That's all, Chata. We're not panicking. We're not saying the sky's falling. We're just saying that, that's duly noted. That's what we saying, man. That's all. Duly noted. That means we're paying attention. That's all. And, sometimes you practice what you preach. The way you practice is how you play. That's why the great ones play. That's why the great ones go full speed at practice. So we don't want them picking up no bad habits. You know what I'm saying? If you've been around any great player, or if you even heard from other players that have played with great players, what they say? Like Kobe, that boy always going hard at practice. He was annoying. Jordan was annoying at practice. He bullying people and picking on people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you do need to take that practice serious as well. That's where you pick up your good habits. And that's where you also can pick up your potential bad habits. So we don't want any of those sneaking in on our boys, man. We don't. Trap. Here we go. Looks like I've been screwed again. Let me see. Where is my mouse? My mouse is gone. Yes, sir. This one of them days look like I can't even move my mouse right now. Let me see. Yeah, y'all give me 1 second, man. We building this plane in the air. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Give me 1 second. My mouse done died. I don't know why Apple wants you to charge up a mouse, but y'all give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. I apologize. Let's see. So I just answered some questions until my mic undie, I guess. You know, that's how you do it when you're building the plane, you know. But he said, stop buying from Apple. Hey, I need to. They really embarrassing us. I need to take it off. But yeah, I don't know why new computers want you to want you to charge your keyboard and your mouse. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Who needs more things to charge, y'all? Like, let me know that. Who needs more things to charge? Nobody. But yeah, let's just get into some questions about, you know, what y'all think about Jabril and Tolbert stepping up in recent practices. You know what I'm saying? What y'all thinking about that? He said Apple be finesse. Then they don't even want to give you a charger no more. You know what I'm saying? They want you to charge more things and then they take your charger away. Said somebody called 911 missing mouse report. Yeah, my mouse is in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with y'all. Somebody the Eagles fans put my mouse in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna make it through. Gang coming together again. Yeah, I'm ready to see what Tolbert can do though, because he's so untapped, y'all. He's so untapped. Like we ain't seen him do nothing. So just like HTM said one day we was on the screen, Tolbert is pretty much like a rookie these days. Like we don't know what we finna get from Tolbert. He might go out here and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much like a trial run. We really don't know what we finna get from him. HTM said 2,000 phone chargers sold separately for $60. Power cord sold separately for $40. You know what I'm saying? They straight finessing on Apple. Mika said all world talent, but you calling TP, Malik Davis, and Michael G. Scrubs. Okay, what a joke. I don't know who y'all talking about. It must be some drama. It must be some smoke in the city. You know what I'm saying? Must be some smoke in the city. 40 likes, 62 in the chat. Y'all, come on, look out for your boy. Hit that like a shelf for the squad. It will not charge your card. You see how I'm struggling up here. You know what I'm saying? I need your help. I need a little help today, you know. But we gonna build this plane, you know. Shout out to Law Nation. You know we build a plane wise in the air. That is what we do. We do it live. Anything can happen. I'd be really surprised that more dramatic stuff don't happen. You know what I'm saying? I am in the trap, you know. Trap. I am in the trap, you know. You know, anything can happen. The FBI might be outside right now. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not doing anything nefarious. That's what you need to know. So anything that happens, you know, it may be just suspicion. Jameson Taylor says, my dad got me a Dallas Cowboys shirt yesterday, landlord. That's what's up. That's what's up. I wonder what kind was it. Do you like it a lot? You know? Yeah, shout out to HTM on that 1K, man. I remember when I hit 1K. I was a little tadpole, you know, back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it was last year. But it was last year on Father's Day. I had hit 1K. So, you know, I already know how you feeling, HTM. You know, you should be proud of your success, sir. You put in the work, so hey, you know, you deserve it, sir. I'm proud of you. Dwayne Dickerson says Tolbert was a red-shirted his freshman year. Absolutely. That's what this is, a red shirt year for Tolbert. Well, that's what it was last year. Now it's time to produce. I want to see my guy hit the ground running with a simple offense. They say he looked like he's ready to go. That's what I'm saying. Iceberg says Malik Davis is in the doghouse right now. Football, politics, steals, rules. Exactly. And look, Iceberg, I don't know if you've been following me, I believe. I made a video on Malik Davis asking why he's not getting his props. You see what I'm saying? See, when you ask certain questions, you already know what the problem is. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's obvious that he's producing on the field. I really couldn't understand. That's why I made the video. I'm like, bro, every single opportunity that he got, he did good. He made the most out of every opportunity he had. So what you mean he don't get more opportunities? Like in a critical situation after Tony go down, what you mean you don't give Malik no run? That's crazy. But one thing, just like Brian Broderick said, they were saying that Malik Davis was basically pouting around. And like, if that's the case, I understand about teaching somebody their lesson. But man, that's a sucky time to be showing somebody how they should act. You know what I mean? That's a sucky time for us. Like, teach him his lesson in the off season or something. Because we need the best people on the field right now. Trap. I think I should have enough juice now. Goofball apple. Y'all, yeah, you should have enough juice now. Let's see what you're doing. Crazy apple. Yeah, that should make me through the show. But let's continue the show, man. Y'all gotta forgive me, you know. Let's see what we was. Okay. But yeah, Jake Ferguson got him a touchdown. I was glad to hear about some good news from our tight ends for once. Cause they've been in the doghouse, everybody. Okay, shout out to Michael Gilkin on Twitter. He says, as Mike McCarthy indicated before practice, Tyler Smith saw reps at left guard with Tyron Smith at left tackle. They previously worked at left tackle and right tackle. This was spring, respectively. Matt Walesko again at right tackle / left guard. Chumanga Edoga at left tackle / left guard. Josh Ball still busy at right guard. More time for Matt Forniak at center. So this is interesting seeing them line up like this. Matt Walesko on the right tackle. You know, I believe that might be a decent move for him. Cause Matt Walesko got some great footwork. If anybody can make that shift and not be too terrible, I believe Matt Walesko can pull that off, man. I really do. Especially like in some emergency work. Now, the only thing, as we always say, the only thing we concerned with Matt Walesko is just strength. Like, if he's got his strength up, I might be a little more confident in Matt Walesko going forward. Because that was pretty much the only thing I was scared of. Now, Chumanga Edoga, we don't know about him. We don't know that dude. So we'll have to see him on the field. But we already know we don't want none of Josh Ball. I'm sorry.
You trash!
We don't want to be involved with Josh Ball at all. But I'm pretty excited about seeing Tyron Smith back at left tackle, man. That's where I feel like he deserves to be. That's where I feel like he should be. I've been beating on the table saying before Tyron Smith's career is over, I want to see my guy back at left tackle. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Last year, that was the projected starting lineup anyway. Having Tyron Smith at left tackle, having Tyler Smith left guard. That was the projected line going into 2021. So what's the big deal of going back to what you projected as? And I feel like I just can't let nobody convince me that Tyron Smith would be a better right tackle than he is a left tackle. I'm sorry, I'm not going for it. Hey, I stand on that. I'm pretty solid on that.
Well, I'm solid and stand on whatever.
I don't see nobody convincing me that Tyron is a better right tackle than he is left tackle. So just let the man play left tackle. So I don't know. I don't think you can convince me that Tyler is better than him. You probably can just convince me that Tyler is more, dependable than Tyron right now. That's the only thing you can say. So I just take that. He said, landlord, what is number? What his number is Chumanga. Landlord, I don't even know what number this guy is. I don't think he on this graphic. Let me see. That's Tyron. That's Tyler at left guard. More than likely, that's Biotish at center. And that's probably Josh Ball right there at right guard. Yeah, that ain't Zach. And then that's Waletzko. I think Josh Ball number 79. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think Josh Ball number 79. Not sure. Let me see. I want to know now. Let's see. Josh Ball. Josh Ball number. Oh, he number 75. Is that a 5? I can't really tell. Well, let's go with 79. Josh Ball is 75. So that must be a 75 then. Yeah, that's Josh Ball. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry. But that must be Josh Ball right there. Nicholas Windiglask. Forgive me, I'm not very good at stuff like this. But he says, did you see whether Cowboys are interested in the running back from Minnesota, Dalvin Cook? I seen some reports that say that. I'm not sure how true it is because we got a lot of contracts that we gotta hash out, and I just don't see it working out for us right now. But hey, I'll take them. Okay, shout out to Patrick No.C. Walker. He said Tristan Vincenio is warming up. Kicks went a perfect 9 for 9 to start Cowboys minicamp, including a bank shot from 44 yards out. He also made his longest 55 yards. So, hey, we know we don't like to talk about kickers. It is what it is, but we need a kicker. You heard Jerry Jones and them. They are not shying away from that. They said they need a kicker from anywhere. They looking high, low, in every nook and cranny looking for a kicker. So, hey, that's good news to hear that the one of them we got went perfect on the day. I'll take that. I ain't too mad at it. We do need to make sure we shore up the kicker position. You don't care about a kicker until he lose you a game. That's how it goes. Moving along. This is Mike McCarthy on Jabrill Cox, I believe. Let's see what he says.
I think you really answered.
John Michaud, The Athletic. Jabrill Cox, a guy that coming back from the injury last year, maybe didn't get back all the way. Is he similar to Michael Gallup, where you're expecting him now being so far removed from the injury to maybe back to his old self?
I think you really answered it in your question. I think, when you have players that have a major injury, that first year back is, there's a first time for them, getting through, a number of thresholds they need to get over. So, I can only tell you, based off what I see, I do feel like he is back. He's had a really good off-season program, and and obviously there's more competition there too. So, but yeah, I think major joint injuries take time. And I think you see it each year. Some guys, they never really totally come back clean immediately. So, it's usually the second year where they really feel back to normal.
Okay, it takes a whole year basically. Appreciate you, Mr. Michael Lockhart. He says Edoga is number 71. Okay, he got that old La'el Collins, huh? Okay. But Mike McCarthy did speak on Jabril, saying that it basically takes a whole year for them to come back from those ACL injuries, man. So, hey, we'll see if this Jabril Cox, trend keep going forward in the right direction, because we've been needing him to step up. And I think his time is very limited coming up in the next year or so. He going to have to show something, or, we might have to move on. That's a high pick we used. Not too high, but it's still high enough that you want to see your player produce at it.
Mike Edward with ESPN. Now that you're calling offensive plays again, how has that affected your engagement with Dak over the course of the offseason? And in what specific ways do you think you can most make a difference offensively?
Well, I think the obvious is you're spending more time. I mean, anytime.
DallasCowboys.com.
This is him, Malik Davis, I believe.
Obviously, everyone's had a good offseason. You just said it, but the tight end room is interesting.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about the tight ends. It was interesting how he kind of deflect what the person asked him, but check him out.
Because parted ways with Dalton Schultz. In terms of Jake Ferguson and his growth and maturity, we know him as a big personality, a guy who brings a lot of energy to that room. But on the field, how have you kind of seen him mature to possibly take over Dalton Schultz's role?
I've really looked at that tight end group. Obviously you're asking a question about Jake, but they're all very, very similar. And the first part is I think clearly that
mature to possibly take over Dalton Schultz's role.
I've really looked at that tight end group. Obviously you're asking a question about Jake, but they're all very, very similar. And
you see how, man, that lady asked you about Jake Ferguson, sir. That lady asked you about Jake Ferguson, Mike, and he went to talking about all the rest of the tight ends. But hey, that kind of pretty much support what Brian Broaddus said on the final word, because Brian Broaddus was saying that they are higher on Peyton Hendershot. So that is something to stay a little focused on, keep your eye out for. It don't look like they are as high on Jake Ferguson as I might be, or some of us in the chat might be. They favor Hendershot, looks like, because that lady asked you specifically about Jake Ferguson, and he went on to talk about everybody else. So we'll see how that develops in the future, y'all. We don't know what's going on.
First part is I think clearly that I'll let it go. All right, so they've had a really good offseason in the fact that you're so young, but you look for that second-year jump. So the first part is their understanding of the offense. I really like to look at that room. But really the biggest thing they need to do, starting with Jake and all the way through, is just get bigger and stronger and have that great offseason in the weight room. And they've done that. They've been here since the day of the season. I think it took a couple weeks out, but those guys have been there the whole time working out. So, and you could just really see it in their bodies. So they've really developed there, and that's really I think the number one focal point is not now that they played as rookies and in a limited role. Now to be able to play a 20-game season and to get their weight and everything where it needs to be, and they're doing a nice job of that.
So I am excited about what we're seeing from the young players, man. But what y'all thinking about that, man? What Brian Broaddus said, he basically said that they favor Hendershot, and that was kind of surprising to me. I've seen Hendershot make way more mistakes than I've seen Jake Ferguson, right or wrong. On the field, Peyton Hendershot made more mistakes. Now I'm sure Jake Ferguson been a better blocker too. I have to go look at the film, man. I pray this ain't no politics stuff. But I tell you, I do have my suspicions. I do. I'm sorry. I do have my suspicions. Because we just seen how politics had us in a bind, Nate. like the what that is, set it off. They had us in a bind because we want to try to teach somebody a lesson. I don't care about that when I need the best player on the field. This is too big of a game for you to be trying to show somebody a lesson. No, I don't like that, because I feel like Malik Davis would have truly helped us that game. I really do. I was puzzled after the game. I was asking everybody why Malik Davis didn't get no run. I really thought he could have helped us. But maybe this is another politic thing they got going on, man. I really hope it's not, because politics in football, they there for real, but I don't see them helping you like that. They hurt you more than they help you. I tell you that much. Now, I do understand as a leader in an organization, you do want to keep a standard. You do want to keep a standard. You don't want nobody getting special privileges. So I understand you have to discipline certain people and you have to keep people in their place. But not at the expense of the game. That's just me. Not at the expense of the game. I'm sorry. Not at the expense of the game. That's an interesting question right there. What y'all think? You understand that you have to have a certain standard that you have to have, right? But would you, what can I say? Would you force that discipline on the player at the expense of the success of the overall team? I think that's the best way I could say that. I don't know if that's the best way. I wouldn't suggest that to be the way to go. Cause Belichick used to do stuff like that all the time. Like he set Stephon Gilmore or somebody, didn't it? He set one of their best players in the Super Bowl or something. Like for the first half of the playoffs or something he did. Like, I don't like that, man. I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel about it, cause that's a pretty good, interesting topic. I wouldn't risk the overall success of the team though, just to prove my point. I think that's a little selfish in coaching right though. I think that might be a little selfish. Ms. Elder said it's 52 with 82 82 in the chat. Y'all don't do me wrong like that. Don't be stealing in the trap, please. Y'all, it's free. Hit the like button for your boy, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Please hit that like button. I'm trying to beat up the algorithm like Dak beat the Eagles every year. That's all I'm trying to do. So please, hit that like button, man. Please, for your boy. Don't I ain't even gonna look at it because I know y'all gonna take care of it. Trap. DP Johnson says Hendershot smaller but was better or at least more tenacious blocker. I'm gonna have to go look at that on film. Cause you would think Ferguson was a better blocker because of his stature. Cause I don't got no evidence to prove that right now, but I'm just, so I ain't saying you wrong or right. He did almost move better to me. Jake got that hurdle off and that DE him look better to most. I don't know. You kind of threw me off a little bit, but I think I got what you're saying. Yeah, it will not charge a card. I don't know, DP. I don't know. I'm going to have to go look at that on film. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to have to go check that out on film. Because I know maybe the errors that Hendershot made wasn't as egregious as the ones that Ferguson made on the blocking end. That might be what the problem is. Because we seen Hendershot errors was way more on Front Street. Like him dropping the ball and fumbling the ball, after a clean catch, like not making clean catches. We never seen Ferguson kind of struggle with a clean catch. We didn't see that. And like I said, it seems like the Cowboys don't value the receiving end of the tight end spectrum as much as we do. They value blocking a whole lot. Because if it was mostly about receiving, I think Schultz would still be here. I remember Schultz missing a lot of blocking assignments. He did. Like, we can go back on the film on that. I know that to be true. I seen it too much watching film. Schultz used to be halfway blocking. Like, he'll block a little bit, then let him go. Like, you didn't see him being, like you said, a tenacious blocker. You just seen him do enough or not do enough. It was either one of those two. So I seen plenty of times where Don Schultz was not blocking up to par. So that's why he would be out the door. And then that's kind of explains why they would draft somebody like Luke Schoonmaker, because Schoonmaker is a real blocker. But I just don't, that's not my preference. That's not my preference. I don't want to prioritize a blocking guy over a catching guy all the way. Ideally you want both. You want somebody who's going to block and catch. But it don't look like they're going to get that out of this group. It looks like they're going to use Hendershot as the pass catcher and Schoonmaker as the blocker. I don't think they got what they want in one tight end. I think they're going to use like all of them for different jobs. Iceberg said, dude, hold on, wait a minute. Let me take that off. I don't know, y'all cussing and everything. Hey, Play nice in the trap. It's too early in the morning to be cussing at each other now. We ain't got to do all that, y'all.
Trap.
We having a good morning, sir. Y'all chill out with all that, man. Dallas says, I think they trying to make them battle more since I think they trying to make them battle more since they are so friendly. Who you talk about? Hendershot and them, yeah. The Four Horsemen, they are clicked up. So hey, you might be on to something. They might want to light that fire up under them. You know, you might be right. Michael A said Hendershot is a better catcher and more athletic. I can agree in that. Wait, you say he a better catcher? I can't agree to that. Cause I ain't seen Jake Ferguson fumbling and fighting the football. Jake Ferguson catches be clean. Now we can agree to that. Now I might say he might move better. He move better because he's slender. But Jake Ferguson, I don't remember him fighting the football. Yeah, tell the people to stop, man. We want peace in the trap now. Don't do that. Michael A said, I think so, my opinion. Yeah, we entitled to our opinion. But I'm just saying, I don't know what would make you think that way then. Just help me see it your way. Because it was plenty of times where we seen Hendershot not catch the ball cleanly. And I don't remember that happening to Ferguson. Yeah, maybe I just don't remember and it happened. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not saying, when I challenge you, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just telling you that maybe I don't know. Help me see the way you see. Yeah, Mika said a better pass catcher. Hendershot is the one with the interceptions. Yeah, the ball coming off of his hand. You know what I'm saying? The ball coming off of Hendershot's hand, not Ferguson. He said, Chata said, Jake Ferg catches be clean. That boy Hendershot gifting DB's interception. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Trap.
Satellite Sunny says Fant gonna make his mark on all of them. LOL, just kidding. But if he makes the team this year, that says a lot. You ain't lying, though, Satellite Sunny. I agree. I think Fant got a little talent on him, though, but this a deep tight end room, though. Like, in exactly what you said, if he make the team, that means he balled out. That means he ain't playing with him. If he can make the team in Dallas, that says a lot. Because he going to have to outplay McKinn. He going to have to probably outplay the Hunter Lupke dude, because he might be a pseudo tight end fullback role or something. Then he might have to outplay who else? Maybe Hendershot or Ferguson. Like, because we can't, how many tight ends you going to carry? 4? I don't see you carrying no more than 4 tight ends unless he go to the practice squad. Somebody let me know. DP says Hendershot better route runner, but Ferguson has better hands. I can see that. Hendershot may be more of a receiver, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want a receiver or you want a tight end? Do you want a receiver or you want a tight end? Because that's what Hendershot is. Hendershot is more on the tight end, receiver part. But like I said, I do got to go back and check the I got to go back and check the film and see how good or bad Hendershot was blocking. Because, I'd be lying if I sat up here and said I seen every blocking rep he did and I remember how good or bad he was. But I remember Don Schultz because that's what stood out. He was on the field more than everybody else. Mike Aldina says, script your mods of them wrenches if they can't learn to respect each other in the chat. Yeah, I think they'll be all right, though, Mike. They'll be all right. Everybody get into a little debate here and there. It's all good. Just don't do the personal attacks. Attack the arguments, not the person. That's what I say. Don't attack the person, attack their arguments. That's how you challenge somebody. Mika says, so you got turned up off that interception in the Tennessee game, bro. Stop. Henny just had an interception the other day and cut it out. Yeah, Hendershot did the interception in the Tennessee game too. Nicholas said Hendershot got them hops too. See, look, we can have both too now, y'all. We can have both. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to worry about, them going against each other. We can have both though, at the same time. Willie T said Fant was a tight end in college. Yeah, Noah Fant. I mean, not Noah Fant, Princeton Fant. Noah Fant is his cousin. Princeton Fant was at Tennessee as a tight end, and he showed a little promise too. He showed a little promise. Micah A said better route runners get better separations. True. Now, if Hendershot blocking better than him, Micah H, I might be on y'all side. So, hey, stay tuned. Opinions can change when you get more information. I'm never going to be the stubborn dude who don't change his mind. Everybody should be able to have the opportunity to change their mind, given more information. Zayda G, DC for life. He says that Henny fade touchdown was real nice in the Jacksonville game, though. Yeah, I think they both had their fair share of good plays, though. You know what I'm saying? King Woods reacts. What it do, y'all? Pulling up to the trap to get my pack for the day. Salute, landlord. Salute to you too, sir. What's happening? Trap. DP Johnson said Princeton started as running back and played wide receiver before moving to tight end at Tennessee. He did a lot of Hunter did in the SEC. Yeah, he did it in a bigger conference, in a better conference, But I like Hunter a little more though, honestly. I kind of see Fant as a tight end. I kind of see him more as just a tight end. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I see Hunter as being that pseudo Kyle Juszczyk over there, like 49ers guy. But I don't really see that in Fant. I really see him as mostly like a tight end. I don't know. See, yeah, y'all wilding out. Y'all wilding out in the chat. We don't need that, man, Y'all boy gotta chill out. Wait a minute. I wish I could put your ass on timeout. Yeah, man, y'all gotta behave a little better, man. This gonna be the one warning I give y'all, man. Y'all gotta, it's only sports talk, bro. It's only sports talk. Y'all are on the internet. How tough can you possibly be on the internet? That's all I'm saying. Trap. I just want y'all to, talk about sports, not each other. APJR says Jake is the better route runner, better blocker, more well-rounded. Henny has more of a receiver background, been tight end longer. Jake came into college as a former linebacker. That's pretty dope. I ain't know he played linebacker. Who that was said that? APJR. That's some good nigga right there. That's a good nigga right there. Yeah, man, come on now. We grown men, man. We ain't got no need to be hollering and typing hard on the computer. Come on now. Let's dead that, man. We better than that. Then you can disagree in peace. People disagree with me all day. Satellite Sunday says, man, give Hunter that neck brace like Mike Allstott and let him run. Yeah, I love to see him in a little running back role too. I'm with that. I really want him to be a part of this offense, honestly. Satellite Sunday. I would love to see Hunter Luepke as a real part of this offense. Like, use him like Kyle Juszczyk. Like, he's not as athletic, but I think he'll be a good piece to have on his team. Like, let him lead block for Deuce Vaughn and Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? What's happening with your freight train? We in this thing. Florida Cowboy says Ferguson is closer to Witten and Hendershot, closer to Kelsey. Ooh.
Trap.
You going crazy, ain't you, Florida Cowboy? I feel you though, man. You know, talk your talk. He said Hendershot closer to Kelsey. But you know, Kelsey the one who complimented Ferguson though. He didn't compliment Hendershot. Remember that. You know, some people don't value that. I do. Got Swain in the building. What's happening? He said, I guess I started off, we are the world, we are the children.
Trap.
Hey man, we need a little a Weemer way going on up in this thing, man. It's all good, man. Everybody, look, take a deep breath and woosah. That's all we need in the chat today. A woosah. Mike A said, nah, Whitney is a future Hall of Famer. Don't do that to Witt. Yeah, we know Gold Jacket Witt is different. I guess he's saying like as close as he could possibly be as a second-year player, Micah H. So don't take it too literal. You know what I'm saying? I kind of get what they mean when they say stuff like that. You know? Not really close, but he's saying like of the same ilk, like cut from the same kind of cloth, you know, with the same kind of play style or something. Willie T says Fant came into Tennessee to be Z running back, but moved to tight end. So do you see him as being more versatile than the Hunter Luepke kid? Let me know. Do y'all see Fant as being a more versatile? Who would have that role if you was doing the Kyle Juszczyk role like in San Francisco? Which one of those players you would use? Princeton Fant or Hunter Luepke? I'm on the Hunter Luepke train. I think that kid could be nice in his offense. DP says at Tennessee he came there as a running back and moved around as they were trying to get him playing time. He's only 6'1". Okay, so tight end was not the first place they tried him at. He's like let's see. He's like a 4'6", 4'7", not a burner. I like Luepke better. You know. 6'1", I see why they don't look at him as a tight end. That's very short for a tight end. That's short for a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So I see what y'all got going on. Michael Fletcher says Ferguson is a far better tight end than Hendershot. I don't know about far better, but I'm on your side with this. I think Ferguson is better. Has a little more athleticism, but not much. Ferguson is the better catcher of the ball. He is. I don't even think that's debatable. I know a lot of people like, you know, some people like that underdog story where they just want to say, hey, everybody's talking about this guy, but look at this guy. He's better. Like, some people just want to do that. I don't see that. Like I like Peyton Hendershot too, but I really think the better tight end is Ferguson. I really do. I don't know. I guess time will tell. But I just hope they make the right choice because they probably gonna have to choose. They definitely gonna have to choose because they got Schoonmaker now, and they gonna force Schoonmaker on us. Y'all know that. They gonna force Schoonmaker on us, and now they gonna have to choose between Schoonmaker and, they gonna have to choose between Ferg and Peyton Hendershot. Iceberg, now you speaking with some sense now. I don't want to, get cussed out on him. Landlord, go look at Aisha Morrison and Patrick Walker said about Hunter Luepke. He's different and can line up everywhere on the field. Okay. That's what I feel about him. That's what I seen on the tape I seen. I like the guy. I'm really high on him. I feel like I pretty much stamped that he gonna be on this team. Hunter Luepke will make this team. Mark my words. If any undrafted free agent make this team, I bet money it's gonna be Hunter Luepke. They pay him more money, and he do something that don't nobody else do. So if I was a bet man, my money would be on Hunter Luepke making this team. Real talk, I think he can play. yeah, Paul. That's the sad part about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way. That's why I said Schoonmaker is in there. He's gonna be in there regardless. Now it's gonna be a battle to the death for who gonna be tight end 2, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Cause they gonna use Schoonmaker. You best believe that. They using him. Whether it helps us or whether it don't, they still gonna use him. They definitely gonna use him. But I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy today, man. I'm finna get ready to wrap this thing on up. I hope y'all be tuned in to show some love later on tonight for the Cavante Turpin interview. And, you know, we gonna do our thing. Let's see what Iceberg says. Landlord, this is the problem when we play San Francisco. Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot are 4-8 guys versus Fred Warner and Greenwood. You got to be faster than that. Yeah, them boys, they probably got the best linebacking core in football. Yeah, they linebacking core is nice. Yeah, so you on the song with that, Iceberg. You know. But look, think about this, Iceberg. If Mike McCarthy really in his bag like I would be, you know what I do? How about you flex Tony Pollard out there?
Trap.
How about you flex Cavante Turpin out there? You stress these dudes out, Mike. What's his name again? Iceberg. You stress these boys out. Stress them out. You can hang with my tight ends. Can you hang with my running backs? Can you hang with Turpin? You know, these guys, they got wide receiver flex. Can you hang with them? See, that's how you do it. If you go into a game and you can't match up with them and you can't beat them in that matchup, you know what you do? Send Tony Pollard out there. Send Turpin out there. And I bet money they can't stick with them boys.
Trap.
It's matchup football. You see, Mike gonna understand matchup football, Iceberg. Mike gonna understand matchup football. But, man, I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card on the way out, man. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Let's get it.
All this money in my face. Hey, I just blew a bag, ready to
go.
the same day. Hey, ain't no looking bad, bitch, came a long way.
I appreciate all the love and support, man.
Let them hate.
Let's get it.
That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just get cake and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what
Y'all
make
make sure y'all have a good day,
we
man.
just get cake and they just in the way.
Thanks for all the love and
Landlord
support.
showing how to ball, boy.
And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.